This is Buakaw's most inspiring fight. In combat, even a king who looks invincible can be flawed. In a moment that absolutely shocked the world, Buakaw showed us what a legend's heart is made of. Often considered the best kickboxer in the world, Buakaw in his prime seemed unbeatable. But in the art of striking, no matter who the king is or what his accomplishments are, he can be dethroned, even when fighting a true underdog. With the right technique and strategy, the underdog can beat anyone. And that's the beauty of combat sports, making this fight so inspirational. Throughout Buakaw's peak career, he's been controversially defeated by the most likely rivals, the other kings of kickboxing. Against these great champions, Buakaw was always well prepared. By being the very first fighter to capture the K1 Max title twice, many consider him the king of kings. But then there was this time, him getting rocked by someone who wasn't supposed to hurt him at all. They say that we can never truly know a fighter's heart until it is tested. Well, this episode is about Buakaw facing the toughest round in his career. Never has he been hurt like this. Few fighters have been hurt so badly and still come back from it. For this reason, this is his most inspirational fight in his prolific career. Yes, champions solidify a legend's career, but how he handles a setback is what wins the heart of all fight fans. Fight fans, welcome back to another episode of Striking Breakdowns. In this episode, we explore the times Buakaw showed us what his heart is made of. This epic match was against an MMA fighter named Andre Dida. Dida was a standout fighter from the legendary MMA gym Shootbox. Although he was a K1 MMA Grand Prix finalist, Dida did not have much kickboxing experience. When he fought Buakaw, Dida only had 2 kickboxing fights. In contrast, Buakaw already had over 300 fights and was a 2-time K1 kickboxing champion. This made Andre a huge underdog, with no one thinking that Dida could beat Buakaw. But in the art of striking, anything is possible with the right strategy. Right when the fight started, Dida started setting up the right hand. Establishing the right hand played a critical role on setting up the epic knockdown. In the knockdown sequence, Dida's right hand would shoot forward. This feints the right hand while loading up the left hook. With the left hook loaded up, Dida lunges forward to get past Buakaw's long guard. The long guard is designed to stop the right hand and maintain distance. However, Dida's right hand feint and lunge went past Buakaw's first line of defense. This meant that as the last line of defense, Buakaw had to resort to his defensive habit of leaning back. The lunging left hook is designed to counter this exact defensive habit. Landing the hook flush sent Buakaw to the floor. He was doing the chicken dance, but like any true champion would, he gets up and smiles. Buakaw smiling is also how we know he was truly in big trouble. Instead of activating Hulk mode like he usually does when he's mad, his smile indicated that he's really hurt. Right after the knockdown, Dida tries to end the fight with repeated spray and pray. These haymakers damaged Buakaw in ways we have never seen before. Dida even managed to land the same feint right hand to lead hook a second time. No one has ever dominated him this badly within a single round. This first round will be a 10-8 by 2 judges and a 10-7 by 1 judge. You see, this fight showed that we should never underestimate the underdog. Dida was indeed brought in to lose against the Thai superstar, but his strategy to take Buakaw out early was brilliant. Their team knew that as the match went on, Dida had a very low chance of winning, so they instructed Dida to come out hunting for a finish right away. Dida's team knew that like many Thai fighters, Buakaw would start slow and spend time gathering data from his opponent. But if his opponent never had the intention to go all 3 rounds, he he would have a good chance of winning by going all in. This is a high risk, high reward strategy that worked brilliantly, and it would have ended any fighter with less heart. But that's when Buakaw showed what he's made of. Despite getting hit over and over again, Buakaw still stayed standing, and at times even marched forward. He was able to weather the crazy storm. In the second round, Buakaw came back with a vengeance, entering his usual Hulk mode. Now Buakaw is the one putting Dida into survival mode. He could now dodge and defend Dida's strikes with ease. He could even take Dida's best shots without any damage now. Now it was his opponent's turn to show tremendous heart. By the third round, Buakaw was even running after his opponent, trying to finish him. He was relentlessly hunting down the man who almost finished him. This revenge was the direct result of Dida choosing a high risk, high reward strategy. It was an inch away from fully paying off, but because it didn't, this is the consequence. Buakaw showed incredible heart and warrior spirit by surviving the first round. Then Dida showed the same for the rest of the fight. At the end of the third round, Dida looked so defeated, and Buakaw looked like he was ready for another fight. When the match went to a decision, it was ruled a draw, which meant an extension round in K1 matches. In the extension round, much of the same happened. Despite losing the decision, Dida still came out the fight a winner. He shocked the world by doing to Buakaw what no other fighter has done before. No other fighter would do this to Buakaw in the future either. After this fight, kickboxing legends such as Andy Souwer and Masato embraced Andre Dida. They would tell Dida, "Welcome to K1, you're one of us now." Both fighters gave us an unforgettable fight. Andre Dida showed the world that an MMA fighter can stand with the best kickboxer. On the other hand, Buakaw showed fight fans what his heart is truly made of. The most beautiful part in martial arts has always been its warrior spirit. This fight fully embodies that spirit, and with it, inspired all the viewers around the world. This was the legendary match between Andre Dida and Buakaw Banchamek. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to watch another episode of Striking Breakdowns. I'm Lawrence Kenshin, and thank you for keeping our channel alive.